Okay, well, forgive the vertical video, but I thought I'd do a quick exploration of what I do in Snapseed. Now, this is the camera JPEG, but I always photograph in RAW, so the RAW file is there. So let's go to Snapseed and have a gander. Pardon me, I'm having my morning coffee at the moment. Um, okay, so in the RAW file, we can actually adjust how the RAW file is rendered. And you can see down the bottom here, there's a spike in the highlights. So I'll pull that down a bit because I'd actually like to not have it washed out there. I'll bring the shadows up a little tiny bit as well so the dark is dark but not inky black like a squid escaping. So let's accept that. And the EXIF information contains the rotation, but the RAW file doesn't. So first thing I'd like to do is just rotate it. I don't know why it did that auto straighten. But anyway, let's rotate it and tell it no, we don't want to do any of the other stuff. Don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, so let's go. Yep, that's what I want, and the watch will be in the angle that we wanted that. So this is an older version of Snapseed, which I much prefer to any of the new versions. I've tried the new versions, and every time they just make it worse. I don't know what they're doing. But it used to be very elegant and simple. And since to my eye, I can't see any difference in what it does to the images, and I don't need all that clutter. I prefer it the way it is. Let's just go with my normal workflow, which is this. So we start with the details, and you've got structure and sharpening. Sharpening can be overdone, structure too, but I know that I want to increase how the watch face looks. So that was just a two-finger pinch, and you can see that it's brought the structure up, but it's had an influence on how the wood appears, which is distracting. I deliberately wanted that to be out of focus. So we can fix that in the stacks, right? So let's go into the stack and let's go into details and we'll choose the little brush tool, which is not the same as the brush tool that's in the other part. Now, as it works out, the brush is essentially, you can't change the size of it. So if you want to um, uh, make the brush bigger or smaller, then zoom in and zoom out. But basically, that just single stroke like that and a little bit around there, and we can get rid of that. And we can see that we're now only focusing on the watch, and we've really punched the band up as well as the face. So let's go tick on that and go great, and that's more or less job done. However, you also used the drama, so I thought I'd give a go at doing the same thing with the drama and having a an example of a different example of what to do with that brush tool inside the stacks. Okay, so that's you've got that same effect that you had on the face of your watch that changes how it appears, so like it makes it more shadowy and such. So let's change the strength back down a long way to about there, and I think we'd like to increase the saturation because one of the things about the watch that's nice is the color. Now we might want to restrict it, but let's just go with an experiment here, and we'll go with tick on that, and then we'll go back and edit the stack. So let's go back in with the brush, and we want to put drama on in this instance, we want to put drama on only this side, but I don't want it to be 100% of what was added. So I can paint a little bit of drama around there, and then I can go down to 25 and paint some drama there. And then we can see that we've added more drama to where it's focused and less drama to where it's not focused. And we've now got that looking fairly tidy. So let's click tick, and you'll see it change to what it is going to look like now. So let's now go back, and we've now got it in a state. So if we press and hold, we can see what it was with nothing, and if we release, we can see what it is with all of the stacks in place. That's pretty much where I'm happy with. So I'm just going to hit the wrong button. I'm going to hit done, and then it'll process that. Now, that's one of the other disadvantages of working with RAW, is that you've got to develop it again, because it actually stores all of what we've told it to do as a sequence, and we've told it to develop it and how to develop it, and we've told it the stacks to use and how to apply those stacks, and that gives us a finished product. Now, it'll straight away dump us back to where we came from, and we can see how that picture changes when we go back to the original camera JPEG, and we can see how much it's changed from that. So yeah, there you go.